Day 10, we started Numbers 1:1 to Numbers 10:2. It talks about the tribes of Israel were created. The Levites camped around the tabernacle and were in charge of it. They were meant to serve Aaron, Moses' brother, who was the anointed priest. Specific duties given to the tribes. Numbers 4:49. According to the commandment of the Lord, they were numbered by the hand of Moses, each according to his service and according to his task. Thus they were numbered by him as the Lord commanded Moses. Numbers 5:6. When a man or woman commits any sin that men commit in unfaithfulness against the Lord, and that person is guilty, then he shall confess the sin which he has committed. He shall make restitution. Concerning unfaithful wives, bring her to the priest. The priestly blessing. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine up you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance up you and give you peace. The leaders of Israel, the leaders of the tribes, brought offerings to the tabernacle. The Levites were cleansed and given to Aaron to do work for the children of Israel in the tabernacle of meeting. The silver trumpets made by Moses, you should use them for calling the congregation and for directing the movements of the camps. But we're going to stop there and continue Numbers tomorrow.
Today we did Numbers 10:2 to Numbers 16:16. This is my 11th day in a row of reading the Bible. I'm so excited and proud of myself. So we ended yesterday with the trumpets. It went over some directions on when to blow the trumpets. Children of Israel leave Sinai, heading to Paran. The tabernacle was taken down and carried with them. Numbers 10:35. So it was whenever the ark set out that Moses said, "Rise up, O Lord, let your enemies be scattered, and let those who hate you flee before you." And when it rested, he said, "Return, O Lord, to the many thousands of Israel." So as they're traveling, the people complain a lot. Moses complains about the burden put on him. Numbers 11:11. And why have I not found favor in your sight, that you have laid the burden of all these people on me? God commands Moses to gather 70 elders of Israel. They shall bear the burden of the people with you. Moses made it known that he had a big burden on him being in charge of all these people, so then God gave him the 70 elders to help him. The people cried for meat. The Lord gave them quail. The Lord struck the people with a plague. Aaron and Miriam questioned and spoke against Moses. This angered the Lord. Miriam became leprous. Moses asked the Lord to heal her. She left the camp for 7 days before she was able to come back. Men were sent from Paran, where they were, to check out Canaan for 40 days. The Lord grows tired and angry with the people's complaints. Numbers 14:26. How long shall I bear this evil congregation who complain against me? So the spies that went to check out the land of Canaan, when they came back, Joshua and Caleb were spared by God, but the other spies died by the plague. Then it leads us into there is a rebellion against Moses and Aaron. So I stopped right there at the rebellion. Today we got through Numbers 16:16 to Numbers 27. Starting out Numbers 16:21. Separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. The congregation cried out. So the Lord spared them and only went after Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Now this picks up from where the people of Israel rebelled against Moses and Aaron. Numbers 16:31. The ground split apart under them, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up. The head of each household received a rod and wrote their name on it. Only Aaron's rod bloomed. God chose Aaron. Numbers 18:7. God said to Aaron, I give your priesthood to you as a gift for service, but the outsider who comes near shall be put to death. Then it discusses offering for support of the priest and tithing. They traveled to Zin, stayed in Kadesh. Miriam dies. So now the people are traveling. The people start to complain because they're thirsty. Moses strikes the rock twice and water comes out for the people. As they're traveling, they were denied access to pass through Edom territory. On Mount Hor, by the border of Edom, the Lord tells Aaron he shall not enter the land because he rebelled against God's word at the water of Meribah. Moses strips Aaron of his garments and Aaron dies on top of the mountain. So that's the end of Aaron. Then because they can't pass, they go to war. Israel defeats the Canaanites. The people complained and the Lord sent serpents. Many people died. Moses prayed to the Lord. Moses made a fiery serpent, and everyone who looked upon it lived. Then we go to Sihon, king of the Amorites. He would not let Israel pass through his land either. So Israel defeated them and took their land. Og, the king of Bashan, was also defeated by Israel. They get to Moab. Balaam and Balak plan to go against Israel as well, but God speaks to Balaam. Balak wanted Balaam to curse his enemies. Instead, he blessed them. Balaam's prophecy. A census was taken of all the children of Israel, so it goes through the complete lineage. So that's where we ended. Today, we started at Numbers 27, and we got all the way through to the end of Numbers 36:13. He had ended where they were taking a census of all the children of Israel, the lineage. Inheritance laws, Numbers 27:8. If a man dies and has no son, then you shall cause his inheritance to pass to his daughter. It touches a lot more on inheritance there if you want to review that. And Joshua is selected as the next leader of Israel. Joshua goes before Eleazar and the congregation. He is inaugurated by the hand of Moses. War with the Midianites. The children of Israel returned with booty, which was cattle, donkeys, sheep, and women/girls who had not known a man intimately. They killed everyone else. They killed the men and the women and the other children. Then they divided all of the booty that they collected. The children of Reuben and the children of Gad, which are tribes, did not wish to complete the journey. They wanted to stay in the land of Gilead. Numbers 32:31. As the Lord has said to your servants, so we will do. We will cross over armed before the Lord into the land of Canaan, but the possession of our inheritance shall remain with us on this side of the Jordan. So those two tribes, they wanted to stop their journey right there. So they agreed to help everyone make it to the promised land, but they wanted their inheritance to be over there in Gilead. The tribes are given different lands. This is where we start to see that the tribes are given different lands. Numbers 33:1. These are the journeys of the children of Israel who went out of the land of Egypt by their armies under the hand of Moses and Aaron. Then they crossed the Jordan into the lands of Canaan. They were to drive out all the inhabitants and divide the land among the tribes. So the Lord appointed specific men to divide the inheritance among the children of Israel in the land of Canaan. Appointed boundaries of Canaan were set. Cities for the Levites, cities of refuge were also created. We have finished Numbers. Next we go to Deuteronomy.